producer said to me, "Take your clothes off." And I said no. They told me they were gonna burn all my music. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and then I just froze and it can change you. I had a total psychotic break. And for a couple years, I was not the same girl.
Hi, I'm Sharon Alicia Fortes, the founder of Alicia Consulting and Coaching. My focus is CCR, building courage, confidence, and resilience. I help people transition from a life of frustration, pain, and suffering to a life of peace, joy, and victory. For many years, I was overwhelmed with the pressures of life, my job, parenting, and illnesses. Then one day, when I felt like I was over the edge, I decided to set boundaries and take major steps of courage. The sense of peace I experienced at that time has remained with me even today. Now, I not only share my story, but the story of others who overcame adversities, challenges, and setbacks. The next person I'm going to share with you today is Lady Gaga. If you haven't heard her story as yet, you must. She's a phenomenal woman. She's someone you would love to have as a best friend, mentor, or confidant. Her authenticity and her personality moves me immensely.
As a sexual assault survivor by someone in the entertainment industry, as a woman who is still not brave enough to say his name, as a woman who lives with chronic pain, as a woman who was conditioned at a very young age to listen to what men told me to do, I decided today I wanted to take the power back. Today I wear the pants. Today I wear the suit. In an age when I can barely watch the news, aghast at the unjust men, and some women, quite frankly, that I see running this country. I had a revelation that I had to be empowered to be myself today more than ever, to resist the standards of Hollywood, whatever that means, to resist the standards of dressing to impress, but to use what really matters, my voice. After I was assaulted when I was 19, I changed forever. Part of me shut down for many years. I didn't tell anyone. I avoided it myself and felt shame even still today, standing in front of you. I feel shame for what happened to me. I still have days where I feel like it was my fault. After I shared what happened to me with very powerful men in this industry, Nobody helped me. No one offered me guidance or a helping hand to lead me to a place where I felt justice. They didn't even point me in the direction of the mental health assistance I was in dire need of. Those men hid because they were afraid of losing their power. And because they hid, I began to hide. I hid for a long time. Until I started to feel physical pain. Then I had to go to the doctor because I didn't know what was wrong with me. And then I was diagnosed with PTSD and fibromyalgia, which many people don't think is even real, and I don't even know what the fuck to say about that. But I'll tell you what it is. It's a syndrome that is essentially a cyclone of many different conditions, depending on the person, inducing a stress-induced pain. Depression, anxiety, eating disorders, trauma. These are just a few examples of the forces that can lead to this tornado of pain. So what I would like to say in this room of powerful women and men today is let's work together to beckon the world towards kindness. I'm fortunate enough now to have the resources to help me. But for many, the resources either don't exist or people don't have the ability to pay for or access them. I want to see mental health become a global priority. We might not be able, or we're not able, actually, to control all of the challenges and the tragedies that life throws our way. But we can work together. This room, and even wider, can work together to heal each other. 1 in 4 people in the world suffer from mental illness. 300 million people suffer from depression. 60 million people live with bipolar affective disorder. 23 million people are stricken with schizophrenia. And 800,000 people die every year from suicide. The people in this room and the people that you have in your network have the power to turn kindness into plutonium and change the world. And it is my personal dream that there would be a mental health expert, teacher, or therapist in every school in this nation, and hopefully one day around the world. Be a force for change. Thank you Nina Garcia. Thank you, Stephen Gann. I was an outcast, and you believed in me, and I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, all the loved ones in my life, Bobby. I love you. Everybody at table 5. My fiance, Christian. All the loved ones in my life who take care of me every day. And Ryan Murphy. Thanks for giving me my first leading role.